Hello, everybody. My name is Brad.
I'm not.
That's CD.
That's
right
Bella.
here. This is Bella. This is our new mascot for the show, apparently. We're the guys from notacluepodcast. This is our after show for... What's the date today? 16th? 17th?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Of September. Thank you, everybody who listened to our regular episode tonight. We really appreciate it. It was actually a very successful show. I gotta get Leatherface in the shot. So you can find us at Spreaker.com/show/notacluepodcast. Find us on Facebook, Facebook.com/notacluepodcast. Twitter at notacluepods. Please subscribe to this channel. We're also on Periscope at notacluepod as well. So now that that's out of the way, the whoring. So 2 questions about baseball, and then that'll be the after show for tonight. How impressive was the Cleveland Indians streak that just officially ended yesterday?
I don't know.
Seriously, how?
I don't know. It was okay. It's baseball. Baseball doesn't get interesting to me until October, so it was nice. You see what happened with the last team that went on one of those long 20-plus games, 20 games or more winning streaks.
What happened to them?
Nothing. Can you name them? Well, you probably can't be a baseball fan, but...
Well, you got to remember, any team that usually has anything good in their season usually doesn't win the World Series. Yeah,
Oakland, 10 years, 8 years, 10, 12 years
But
ago?
then you have other teams like Seattle who had 638 wins and not doing anything. And then you have, like, even in basketball, look at the Warriors. They had the 643 wins themselves, and they didn't win the title that year. So, I mean, you have any time that you do anything like that, you end up not winning anything. You strain yourself almost to the point where anything you do is lower than that, and you can't ride that high unless somehow you win it all.
The Warriors didn't have a historically long winning streak, though.
No, but they had the 73 wins. They set the record. Like when Seattle had the 114 or 121.
I don't think you compare baseball and...
Oh, no, but...
You don't have to be the better... 99% of the time, the better team's going to win in basketball. Not in baseball. You can be the worst team and win in baseball.
Well, look at all the wild card teams that have.
Yeah, you can be the worst team by far and win in baseball.
Yeah. Oh, no. I do
like
agree
they say,
with
you're
that.
only as good as your starting pitcher.
Oh, then yeah, you're only as good as your next day starting pitcher. That is actually what they say.
And not downplaying the win streak. It was amazing for the sport, but was it just winning that consistently? It's amazing.
And the fact
some teams don't win 22 games in a 50, 60 game stretch.
Yeah. Well, you got to look at it this way. They were only trailed up until that last game for 5.5 innings.
And I don't think they're the best team in the American League just because they won so many games.
I still think Houston is the best team in the American League.
As do I.
And
the Yankees are number 2. Homer.
So I'll spin this now in the opposite direction to the team that still has the best record in baseball, but had a terrible stretch, losing 15 of 16 games. The Dodgers. Now that they've won 4 in a row since then, have they corrected their issue, or is that team technically in deeper trouble than what was?
I didn't think it was an issue. They just had a bad string of play.
They still were scoring runs, too.
Their ace wasn't playing, and you hit the proverbial wall for a little while. And
actually, the first game Kershaw came back was the only win in that stretch they had.
You're not going to... they weren't going to win 40 out of 43 games all season, so...
No, God, no.
They lose a lot just the same way you win a lot. You can lose. You can win 10 in a row, and then you can lose 10 in a row. It doesn't mean you're the best team ever when you win 10 in a row, and you're not the worst team ever when you lose 10 in a row. You got to have perspective.
But they came up with they showed some statistic though that a team that has lost a double-digit streak has never won a World Series ever. But that's a statistic that's backed up by fact, because any team
you can make any statistic up, and if you can find facts in any statistic. If you look for something, you can find it. Like, you can say the Dodgers never won a World Series when the Yankees did. That's fact.
That is fact. No. I like what you're doing there.
So,
I really do.
You can find the facts to back up an argument you want to make.
Yeah. No. I get that. I do.
Or you can say no World Series team has had a run differential of 1.63 runs a game in night games when it rained in Arizona. Shit like that, you know what I mean.
I know.
So
that's great.
But it's like, okay with the statistics.
Shout out to Arizona, by the way.
Okay with the if you want to.
No, because it's making the phone
Listen,
fall.
I'm expressive. I'm an I personality from my training today. If you just look at it, are the Dodgers a World Series contending team? Yes. Can they win the World Series? Yes. Does it have anything to do with them losing 10, 12, 15 in a row? No. All right, they had a bad stretch. Were they the best team in the history of baseball when they were 43 and 41? I mean, 43 and 1 over 40 games? No. It's ups and downs, peaks and valleys. And it goes back to these quote-unquote experts that say, well, no team with a double-digit win has ever won the World Series. Well, no team came back from a 3-0 series until a team came back from a 3-0 series.
That's true. No. That's true.
So, no team in basketball came back from a 3-1 series until a team in basketball came back from a 3-1 series.
No. You're making valid points. This guy is making some valid points.
I always do.
Which also, we have been doing Thursday night football competitions. He has chosen both correct so far. This guy has not.
I keep telling you guys that. No one believes me.
By the end of the year, we'll see football-wise when it comes to our statistical thing for every week. We're now doing 4 or 5 games. It's either going to be him, myself, or the guests total. So, anyway, that's our after show.
16-0.
He's going to get all 16 Thursday night games right. Well, no, because you can't be 16-0 because there's the multiple games on Thanksgiving.
And I'll pick them all.
Okay. All right. So, that's the after show. This has been the guys from Not a Clue Podcast. Remember, please subscribe to this channel, Not a Clue, and then podcast. Find us Spreaker.com/show/Not a Clue Podcast, generally on Saturday nights. Facebook.com/Not a Clue Podcast. Find us on Twitter and Periscope, both at Not a Clue Pod. And please email us at notacluepodcast@yahoo.com.
Yahoo!
If you have any questions, if you want to have any ideas for the show, anything you want to ask us. So, on behalf of Not a Clue Podcast, my name is Brad.
I'm not.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. And everybody, please listen next weekend. We are doing our crossover show with Dan Tony. A very good group of guys.